Hey guys, Jordan with Location Independent. I want to talk about the best alternate investment strategy that I know. It's worked for me for over 5 years now. I make regularly over 4% a year, and that's playing it very conservative. You could even make a lot more, but I just do it the conservative way, and I make about 4.5%. That's really good, and it's totaled for, let's see, over $1,500 of profit for me over the last few years. And I want to show you exactly how I do it, step by step. So what this is, it's called peer-to-peer loans. So you're loaning out in $25 increments. That's the smallest increment. I'm going to show you my account here. Loans to different people who need loans, whether they're refinancing a credit card, they want to pay back some debt, maybe they need a home improvement, whatever it is. You're giving them loans and they are paying you back. Every month they pay back, okay? Before we jump into the account works, I just want to say they have a bunch of stats on their website. This is lendingclub.com. I will link to this in the description below. This is one of the biggest websites. And they say to be diversified and to be safe, 99%, this is really important, 99% of portfolios with 100 or more notes are going to make money. You're going to see positive returns. But then if you go even look further at their stats, let's see, here it is. Even if you don't, at $25 increments, 100 loans, that's $2,500. Now you're thinking, maybe I don't have $2,500 to invest, or you want to start out slower. That's fine too. If you look here at this chart, this is from their website, accounts of at least 40 loans or more will have, making at least that, and that's in the lowest percentile. So you're averaging closer to 3, 4, 5%, maybe 6 or more percent if you even have 40 loans. So that's 25 times 40 is $1,000. So I would say a minimum of investing $1,000 in this would be, if you want to be as conservative and safe as you can, that's probably a smart idea. So I'll link to this too. But going to the account, here's exactly what I do to make the kind of returns that I am. Right? And again, you're not getting rich, but this is it's a lot better than most savings accounts, right? If you're just going to have something conservative and boring, that's pretty good, over 4%. So you can see here, this is my account. Right now I have this much of total value in the account. And you can see at a glance, I have 276 loans. Issued and current is most of them. And then if a loan, I'm going to go into this at the end of the video, towards the end. It's just taking a while to load here. And let's refresh this. I don't know why it's not loading. But if a loan is in grace period or late, then I'll just sell it immediately and maybe take a couple dollars loss. But I'm making most of my money back. So it's actually, that's why this is so safe. This is such a cool thing. So like this loan is late, so I might sell that one, maybe take $3 loss, whatever. Most of them are going to be paid back. But it will happen that every now and then some of them default. That's just part of it. That's why you diversify. Speaking of diversification, here's what I do. So let's start by going into, pull this down a little bit. This is how you start. You go into invest. And you pick your strategy. So this is how I allocate, A being the most conservative and then E being the riskiest. So I want more of them being A, B. Obviously, you're going to get higher risk, higher reward. So you're going to get bigger returns from these. So to maximize my risk and reward, I get mostly A, B, C, and then a couple of these. These are the percentage I have in each, right? Now, I put automated reinvestings on. So they pay out every month. And when I turn this on, it will automatically invest into new loans when I get my payments on. So I keep reinvesting and keep growing my capital, depending on the filter I use. So the filter is probably the most important thing, and I'm going to go into that right now. So we go here, adjust your strategy, and this is exactly what I look for when I'm making picking the loans. Okay, so apply filter to a strategy, and then you can choose here the mix of loans that you want. Okay, so you do selective filter. Well, these are the ones I've already made. So let's go into manual investing. And this is where you're going to make the filter. You're going to choose the type of loans you want. So this is what I look for, okay? Inquiries in the last 6 months. So this means how many times people were looking for like a new credit card or whatever, their credit score got checked. And obviously, the more they're looking, the potentially more desperate they are, and that's not good. So maybe someone who's not looking more than twice in the last 6 months, that's probably a good thing. Debt to income, I usually put this around 25, 20%. Okay, that's self-explanatory. Months since last record. A record means like a bad thing that they were like late paying a credit card or paying some credit thing back. So I'm going to do 60 months or more. This is being very conservative because I only want the best, generally want better loans. So this is what I do. Length of employment, I'll start with 2. Or maybe on your filter, just 1 if you want to just get in a few more loans. Because remember, the more you filter this out, the more picky you are, the less loans you're going to be able to pick from. So we can just do 1 year, someone is employed, or maybe sometimes I do 2, whatever. Total credit lines, I don't want someone with more than, a lot of people have more than 10, let's say not more than 20. Obviously, the bigger the loan is, the harder, also psychologically, the harder it is to pay back. So I'm going to say not more than 25,000. We'll say 30,000 just to make my filter a little bit broader. Delinquencies. So these are the big no-nos when people don't pay things back. I would say 0 the last 2 years. I don't want anyone who's not paid something back. Revolving credit. Let's do less than 50. This is what I do. Credit score, early 700s. Let's say 720 or higher. I don't want anyone with anything lower than that. That's because that's really bad. Or even 730. Remember, these people aren't going to have that great credit scores anyway because they're looking to refinance and get their life back on track. But let's do that. Loan term, you can do, there's 2 different kinds, either 3-year or 60-month. So we'll pick them both for now. We'll see. I prefer the shorter term because you get paid back faster. And then it's less time overall that they're in which that they can possibly default, right? So yeah, that's the safer one is there's a shorter time. But let's do both for now. Open credit, definitely don't want 30 open credit lines. Excuse me. I'm so burpy today. All right. Open credit. Yeah, let's do, I don't know, maximum 16. We don't want any delinquent accounts. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now, earliest credit shows the longer that they've built credit history, the more trustworthy they probably are. So let's just say I want someone who's been at least building their credit for 5 years, right? You don't want someone fresh, in college with their daddy's credit card and racking up all kinds of debt, doesn't know how to handle it. You don't want to deal with that. So someone already out of college and has had credit for a little while. And how much of their credit that they use, available credit, say not more than 50%. Now we're going to see how much, we're going to get a lot less results because we've filtered this down. But actually that's pretty good here. So 6 results. Now you'll notice, because I'm so strict with my filter, most of these are already really good A's there's 1 B. Now, the other thing that I didn't mention yet is really important is the purpose. Okay, now people with a small business, although everything else is really good about this B loan, just the fact that it's for a small business, and let's be honest, most small businesses do fail. Not that I don't want them to fail, but because they is likely to fail, I probably would not invest in that. Okay, so the purpose, the best purposes, home improvement also isn't very good. Okay, someone wants to add a new, a pool to their house. You want to give them money for that? I would do that only, I give people loans for credit card payoff and for loan refinancing and consolidation. Because those are people that they've made some mistakes in the past, but their scores are still good enough to meet my filters. So they're still okay, but they maybe just racked up a little too much debt, and they're serious about paying this back. That's why they're getting a loan on this website, Lending Club. Okay, so I'm going to lend to these people. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now when you've got your filter, you set it, so you can manually invest. That's kind of fun to do. I'll just go through and show you what I would do. You do in $25 increments. You click Add, specify an amount, add to order. Now maybe it's not letting me because I don't have enough. Yeah, that's it. I don't have enough available cash. See, you need at least $25 for each loan. That's why I can't. But that's how you would do it. Add, you can go add order, and then you can manually invest that way. but I'm showing how about the automatic stuff, which is, it's fun to manually add every now and then, but you also want to do as much automatic investing as you can, so it's hands off. Hands off. All right, so you got your filter. You click save. Let's save this as test 1, 2, 3. And now I want to set this filter. So from now on, it'll just, any loan that meets this filter, it'll automatically invest. Let's say I put a few hundred, a couple thousand, whatever I have of my available cash. It'll invest all that available cash to loans according to that filter. So then I'm going to go to save the filter. Now I go back to, I think it was investment strategy. Yep, here we go. Adjust your strategy. And you pick your custom mix, and then you go to the filter, test 1, 2, 3. So that's the filter I just made. You can pick, like maybe 36-month, whatever. Definitely just do $25 amount, not more than that, because you want to be diversified as much as you can. Save strategy, and that's it. Confirm, and I already have a filter, probably the same thing, but yeah, that's how I would do it. And then you're all set. Now the last thing, oh please, by the way, before I get into how to sell the notes, please give this a thumbs up if you like it. I'm a brand new channel. I really appreciate every like, and subscribe if you like this content. I got a lot more alternate investment tips and things to do with credit cards and maximizing returns and personal finance stuff, along with other digital nomad related content, which you can all get a head start for free in my cheat sheet if you want to download that by totally for free by the link in the description below. Okay, so thank you so much in advance. Now here's what I do when I go and I see, this does happen. Even though most of your loans will be paid back, sometimes people are late and they will end up defaulting. So I'm going to go, if it's in grace period or if it's late, I'm going to click on that. And then what I like to do is I'll see the what's the status is. Lending Club is really good with giving you information on this. So you click on the status, late, and you'll see that they're going to try to recollect this payment, like someone's not paying back. So this is not good. Their credit score went down. This is below 700. I would really try to get rid of this loan as quick as I can. You can see in their log here. Here, borrower contacted. So here, payment, they tried to collect it a million times. The payment solution special, I love the word, payment solution specialist. This is basically a fancy term for someone like a big dude, give me the money, But they're trying to contact them. And then finally, just, this is a couple weeks ago, the borrower promised to pay. Okay, so take that what you will. That is a good sign, but now it's already 2 weeks after this, more than 2 weeks, so about 2 weeks later, and they still haven't paid. That's not good, okay? People like to talk, but that doesn't really mean much. So if it's already been a while, they promise they haven't paid. So now I'm going to go, let's say I want to get rid of this. So I'm going to go to Sell Notes, and this is technically a different platform. It's like a partner thing. It's called Folio Investing. So I'm going to go to Status. You can just do all kinds of late notes. Display. And here it is. So I check the box, and I click Sell Notes. And now you have to offer it as a discount because, this isn't a very desirable loan now. People see people who are, Sell Notes, people who might want to buy this from you want a big discount because they're going to be taking an even bigger risk. So there's about 20 bucks left on this. Let's give them a discount of, I don't know, 30%. Start with that. So now I want 14. Even let's do more if it's already really late. Let's just say I'm going to give them 50% off, right? Boom. I'm going to just sell this for 10 bucks if I can, just to get something out of it. Click submit. And then you can check every day or every couple of days. And here we go. So now it's available for sale. If it still hasn't been sold, then you can lower it. So I do that sometimes. If I see, it hasn't been sold, I'll go back in. I'll make it even cheaper. I'll make it even cheaper, a bigger discount until it gets sold if I really just want to get rid of it. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. And this is a really cool investment strategy you can use to make a lot more return than a savings account. And it's still pretty conservative. Year after year, it's made me over 4%. Thank you so much for watching. You're awesome. I'm awesome. The world is awesome. And I'll see you in the next video. Adios.